Okay, so this project, as you guys can see from the handout, is meant to simply have you guys make sure you know how to apply a draft onto an object for the purpose of plastic injection molding parts, as we've discussed. So on the sheet we have here that shows us the part, what we want to do is we want to first construct the part. You can see that it's a 4x4 width and depth box, and then it has a height of 5, and then we hollow it out with a wall thickness of 0.2. So doing that really quick, constructing the box should be pretty straightforward for us. I'm going to construct a 2D sketch on that plane right there. Rectangle. I'm going to apply it, and everything here is in inches. So I'm going to dimension this first. It's supposed to be a 4x4 box, and then I'm going to constrain it. So I'm going to do a horizontal constraint between midpoint and origin, and a vertical constraint between midpoint and origin to lock in the location. And with the dimension of 4 and 4 applied, the size of it is locked in as well. So we have a fully constrained sketch now. I'm going to finish sketch, and we're going to take that sketch and we're going to extrude it up. How much? 5. Good. So 5 inches, extrude it up, and okay, we've got our box. Okay, now we want to hollow out our box. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to use the shell command right up here. Shell. It's going to automatically select this. Now I want it to be a wall thickness of 0.2, so I'm going to adjust that, and I want to remove that bottom face. So I'm going to tilt it up, and I'm going to select that bottom face so that it removes the bottom face so that it's an open box on the bottom. Got the wall thickness I need, and I've got it shelled out and the bottom open, so I'm going to click OK. So we now have our box hollowed out with that bottom open. However, the manufacturing process on this is it's plastic, and specifically plastic injection molded. So we know we need draft on the outside and inside surfaces in order for it to eject from the molds in plastic injection molding smoothly, okay, and effectively and quickly. So we looked at already, we have this command over here called draft. We have this command called draft. Okay? So here's how we're going to apply the draft. I'm going to pivot it up like this so that I can see the bottom and some edges. I'm going to select draft. And the first thing it's asking me to find is pole direction. Pole direction. I'm going to select this bottom surface here, okay, as my pole direction, because it's along the bottom edge that I want the inside and outside surfaces to pivot on. Okay? Pole direction defines the edge that the surfaces that we're going to select for faces that we're going to draft is going to pivot on. Okay, so I'm going to select this face down here, and now I'm going to draft the inside first. Okay, I'm going to draft the inside first. So I selected my pole direction. Now I want to select the face. Okay, so I'm going to select this inside face, that inside face. Wrapping it around here, the other 2 inside faces I need to select as well. Okay. Now let's see if we can get a good shot on this. How is it drafting it right now? It looks like it's taking it and going the opposite direction that we want. Actually, no, it's going in the right direction. You can see that by if you look straight at the bottom, doesn't the top opening look smaller, or that bottom opening at the back surface there looks smaller? So it's drafting everything in, isn't it? But I want to draft everything in at a degree of 1. Okay, so it's just going to be a slight draft in. You can still see from this surface to the inside it is coming in like that. Okay, and it'll do that to all of those surfaces, so I'm going to select OK. If I do a nice view of the bottom, you can see that rim around here, how all of those sides come in. Okay. Good. Now we want to apply a draft to the outside as well. So we're going to hit draft draft again. Again, I'm going to select that bottom edge as my pull direction. Okay. And then I need to select faces. Well, it's that face. It's this face, that face. All the outside faces are what I want to select. So I've got all my outside faces selected. Now the question is, how is it drafting it? Okay. It looks like it's actually taking it and tapering it out up top, isn't it? That's not what we want though, is it? We want it to taper in. We want it to taper the same direction as the inside because we know we're going to pull off the top of the box. So I can come here and switch pull direction and it'll pivot in instead of out, giving us what we want. And then I'm going to hit OK. So if we look at the top of the box here, you can see how the top of the box here is one surface, but then looking at it perfectly perpendicular to the top, you can see these other two side faces have a small draft out to the bottom. We could even look at the side view here, and if you look carefully on there, can you see how it is drafted out where at the top it's thinner than the bottom? Okay. Again, the whole point of that is the mold that's on top here needs to be able to pull off effectively. So we wanted it to draft in towards the top. The same thing is true on the inside here. Everything is drafted in towards the top so that the mold on the bottom side that's on the inside of this pulls out nicely. And this is now our part dimensioned correctly, and we have a 1 degree draft on all the inside and outside surfaces so that it easily pulls away from a mold for plastic injection